sir. Welcome to another episode of High Frequency Convo. I'm your host, Wes Hunt. It's my co-host,
Just the God.
And this is the podcast where we spark blunts and conversation. This episode is going to be about, something close to both our hearts, I'm pretty sure, hip-hop. And just talking about the connection between hip-hop, the hip-hop music, and just the streets, or the hood, or whatever you want to call it. But, like I always do, I believe this is, the reader of the day is, I believe it's Gelato and G4, if I'm not mistaken, Gelato 1, something like that, he said. Which is these. But, to start the first question, just how hip-hop started for you? How you remember hip-hop starting for you? Like when you was young, how do you remember it starting for you? How do you remember it feel? I'm gonna say how I remember it starting for me. Like if you know the history of hip hop, you could look up the history of hip hop and all that. But how did it start for you? Like what was like the first song that that played for you?
The first song I ever heard wasn't really
what year?
Probably 82, 83, and probably within the culture. Not really like a safe hurt, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could see it rap song, but you know what I'm saying? What is that thing? Buffalo girls come round the outside. And I heard that shit.
That mean you like hip hop? Or were you just like, okay, what the fuck is this?
Nah, I heard that shit, but you know what I'm saying? Along with, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hearing Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I'm saying? That I heard that record like every single day. But the why the Buffalo Girl record stands out more to me was the fact that I heard that shit like at my first block party. You know what I mean? And it's hearing the song blasting through the speakers, and you know what I mean, and just seeing everybody, I was just addicted. You know what I mean? I was addicted. I already liked the Sugar Hill Gang record. I love that record. You know what I'm saying? But that Buffalo Girl, it was just raw. And it was just, I guess, the whole atmosphere, the block party, you know what I mean? The niggas spinning the record. You know what I'm saying? And just the whole energy just made me love that song. And from that point on, I literally fell in love with rap music. Fell in love with hip hop.
So hold up. Correction, the weed is Gelato 41, Gelato 47, and Pound Cake. But
Cause like a 79,
so
79, the nigga is only like 79, nigga only like 4 years old.
So Buffalo Bill coming around the outside was like that's what made you fall in love with hip hop. You could say that song. I mean, if I'd say what made me fall in love with hip hop, because hip hop has always been around. I mean, because of you. I mean, like he probably like. He put all me and all my brothers into hip hop, I would say. So it's like the first song.
No, I'm talking about when I say hip hop, I'm talking about the culture. You know what I'm saying? Falling in love with rap music, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different.
It's a difference between the music and the culture. So I fell in love with the culture. Mm-hmm. I fell in love with.
What was the song? Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill made me fall in love with the culture. You know what I'm saying? As time
Yeah,
progressed,
so what made me fall in love with the culture, I would say, like I said.
It'll be Buffalo, you know what I mean? What made me start liking rap music was the Sugar Hill Gang. But what made me fall in love with the culture was that song, because the block party, the break dancing, the whole energy, the dress, all of that. I've seen that because you know what I mean? I'm like maybe 7 years old. So seeing that, I'm like, wow, this shit's so cool. You know what I mean? And I fell in love with that culture.
I was more, as you know, I was more like in the 90s. Like I was born in the late 80s, but the 90s is what made me fall in love with shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, Naughty by Nature. I think it was Naughty by Nature. I think that's what it was called. I mean, the cassette tape you had, I used to run that shit over and over and over and over and over. But I mean, like once I ran into people like Wu-Tang and Pop. I mean, like Biggie and Nas and all.
Those was my teenage years.
These they molded me. Even when I was playing sports, like music is a big part of my life. That's why I love music. That's why I love doing music now. So it's not strange that I do it, because whatever I did, it's always been a part of my life. When I was getting dressed to go to school, whether I was playing basketball, football. Music is always like the background, the soundtrack to everything in your life. Excuse me. So it's like I fell in love with hip hop. Hearing you playing that shit in the house all the time, and I remember that Noted by Nature that everything's gonna be alright. Like that.
That's 91.
Yeah, like that whole album. Like
that's 91. I had the CD.
Like, boom.
The CD.
Doom doom doom. Was the song of Noted by Nature song?
Well, everything gonna be alright.
Nah, there's another shit on it. I mean, like I think that was a little later on, but like, yeah, man, that's when we fall in love with hip hop. But was the effects of hip hop as powerful on the hood when it started off, or was it more powerful? Like you saw how hip hop influenced so much people now, influenced generations. You got people in the 50s, 60s because they grew up in that era, still moving a certain way, talking a certain way.
More in their 50s, not going into the 60s.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like, when it started off, was it as powerful? Impact wise on the hood?
Even more powerful, even more impactful.
Okay, I figured that.
Even more powerful,
Yeah,
even more impactful. Let me tell you, man. Back in the days, bro, rap, now the music itself, you know what I'm saying? Because now, you know what I'm saying, the culture is being indoctrinated into everything, how we live in. So now you're not even realizing that, you know what I'm saying, without knowing you're part of the culture, right? But the music itself, like, to know, to be the first person to know Milk is chilling when you got to school the next day, you was the man. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It was cool. You ran home and watched Video Music Box. You know what I'm saying? To sit there to catch the new video, bro. You sat up all night to hear that song on the radio so you can tape it and have it.
Makes tapes.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
you know what I mean? You talking about
recordings, videos.
You talking about I used to
record.
fuck that, nigga.
I talk about I cassette tapes. I used to be in John did all that shit.
I used to hold a fucking tape recorder. That nigga V got from fucking selling candy up to the fucking TV with Video Music Box played. And I used to hold that tape recorder to the fucking TV and tape them fucking songs. Just to have them songs, because you didn't get them songs on the radio like that. And if it did, it came on late at night. So you had to wait up mad late at night to catch them records. That was the beauty of that culture at that time. It was beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? It was brand new. It was cool. It was different. It was something that only cool people were into.
It was like rock.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like an urban for our culture rock. Because that's what rock was to the white culture. I mean, like it was.
No, I won't even say to the white. I mean,
I'm talking about Muddy Waters stuff. But I'm talking about
rock. Say after they got to it.
After they got to it, I'm talking about the original rock and roll. I mean, I'm talking about.
Because that music
like
itself.
Like Chuck Berry and all them niggas.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that music itself affected people the same way hip hop.
But I'm just talking about what you said, being cool, like being rock was being cool. More than Mohawk. We're in the spot. I'm pretty sure that's how they felt too about the shit.
Well,
I mean,
same as with Muddy Waters and Chuck Berry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all the cool things.
Because you gotta remember understanding the alternate. Because before that, what people were vibing to and listening to was blues.
Yeah.
And whatever music that they listening to in the church. So now, if you're gonna do Muddy Waters or you're gonna do Chuck Berry or you're gonna do one of them, any of them, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be like the alternative to what the older generation is vibing to. So of course, it's gonna be considered cooler. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with rap music. It was that generation's blues or rock or, you know what I'm saying, rhythm and blues. It was that generation that and different. The difference is it was more than just the music. It was the DJ. It was the dance.
It was the energy.
It was the graffiti.
The whole energy of the whole shit.
It was the dress. It was the topic of conversation. It was the creativity and how niggas wrote rhymes and how, you know what I'm saying, you know, especially as the 80s rolled into the 90s, you know what I mean, and you had, you know what I mean, you got so many different variations of hip hop going on. You got the native tongues, you got NWA, you know what I'm saying, you got Noted by Nature coming, Redman, Das Effects, you got Queen Latifah, you got MC Light. You got so many different variations, you know what I'm saying? And the subgenre at the time coming up is going to be what, you know what I'm saying, gangster rap, and that becomes the dominant culture.
And that's a good segue. Before we get into that segue, that's a perfect segue. But do you think hip hop got the same energy as before? And if it don't, why? Why not?
It's not going to have the same energy as before because it's
similar. everything changes. Of course, it's not
not.
gonna have exactly the same energy.
It's not.
With that same essence in it. I'm talking about the essence of it.
No, it was not gonna have the same essence because it's a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna have the same essence when it turns to a teenager. It's a different essence. And then the essence changes again when it becomes an adult. So it's gonna be a different essence. But you know what I mean? That changed because when everything becomes monetized, it's gonna change the landscape of everything. Because now, once you think you could find a formula how to make money off of something, then that's gonna change it. Because now that's gonna water it down.
Make commercial.
Yeah, it's gonna water it down. It's because now you found the formula of what works. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily need the DJ. Cut him. I don't necessarily need the graffiti artist. Cut that. I don't necessarily need the break dancers. Cut that. Okay, I got the rapper. I don't even necessarily need the rapper to rhyme, to be able to write his own rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that that's a negative thing. If you're a true MC, you're gonna want to write your own rhymes. If you're an entertainer and you're a rapper, it don't really fucking matter. Because, you know what I'm saying, even in the early days, a lot of rappers didn't write their rhymes, and a lot of them.
It's all about what you want to get out of it.
It's all about.
It's all about what you want to get out of it.
Yeah,
what you get out of it. You want to be in a book
You
with
could
the
be an.
greats.
I mean,
of the MCs, I'm talking about.
Oh,
the people that wrote their rhymes and had the good, great songs. Then that's one thing. And every rapper gets ideas for songs. I got ideas for songs. And I always write my own rhymes. So like, but I don't count the songs. But I'm just saying, like, everybody, it depends on what you want to do. If you just want to come in the game, make money, there's ways to do that. If you want to come in the game to be a great entertainer, there's ways to do that. If you want to come in the game and be a great MC, plus entertainer, plus make money, there's ways to do that. If you want to compete in the game, just be a great MC and not really worry about the music part.
I think you should just want to come in the game and make, I think you want to come in the game and add a new page. Like
that's what I want to do. I want to go in the game.
Regardless if you writing.
If I was playing basketball, football, whatever, I got.
Regardless if you writing,
I got to be on that list.
Regardless if you writing your own rhymes directly or if you indirectly writing your own rhymes, it doesn't make a difference. As long as you in that, as long as you in the game, like you take Biz Markie, Big Daddy Kane. You know what I mean? Biz didn't write all his rhymes, but do it matter? Biz is still one of the greatest artists of all time in hip hop music, and Big Daddy Kane is one of the greatest artists of all time in hip hop music. So it doesn't really motherfucking matter. What matters is when you in this game, are you making, are you a standout page in that book when they change that page? When they start from before 79 to 79 and going to 89 and we going to 99 to, or when we flipping that page, are you, did you have, or are you just a small little section mentioned at the bottom of the page, or is it a page called Drake, or is it a page called Wayne? Or is it a page, you know what I'm saying?
Called Nas, called Ghost.
Or right, or is it?
Yeah, Buster, called like De La Soul. You have to pick and choose who you are. But
you know what I'm saying?
Going into that segue, why do you think people gravitate towards gangster rap versus backpack?
I don't even think it's a. I don't think people gravitated towards.
Hold up, man. Let me elaborate why. Because, I mean, especially now. But even in gangster rap, there's the De La Souls, there's the Charcoal Quests, there's the. I mean, people like that, but gangster rap is always in the forefront. It's been pushed, gender-wise, obviously, for whatever. That's a whole other story for whatever reasons. But also by the people, it seemed like you got a backpack community, obviously. But gangster rap is the forefront rap. What do you think about rap?
Only right now.
But what do you think about?
It wasn't always like that.
But when gangster rap came in, one could argue that it took it over and never gave it back.
But
I mean, you think about it. Like, okay, boom.
But
you know better than me. De La Soul. Where was backpack running
it? What I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this, right? Before it's not even a when was that music the forefront of the forefront?
That's the question. Why do you think people gravitate to? Because if it's not the forefront, that means.
Why? Because I think at the time the music reflected what was going on in the communities and people understood it. I don't think. Let me finish. I don't think it's a necessarily that people gravitated to that more. I think what happened was that eventually, you know what I mean, I heard Red Alert speak about this on the Matt Harper show. I think what happened was people got tired of being preached to. I think people got the same way after Biggie and Pac died, you know what I'm saying, gangster rap faded. And the rapper choice was party and get busy rap again. Why? Because people didn't want to be down and be reminded none of that shit. I think as time, with De La Soul in them, and when people like Nas and all of these people in NWA and everybody, and you know what I'm saying, start with NWA because you know what I mean, Nas is a little later on, you know what I'm saying, with dropping Illmatic, you know what I'm saying, not coming out as an artist, but dropping Illmatic. I think, you know what I mean, the music, that was relatable more. You gotta understand, the music is relatable. So, you coming out the 70s, 73, 74, niggas is rhyming into 79. Most of the music until the message, you know what I'm saying, people are getting busy on the mic. People are talking about things they would like to have. I'm driving the fly Benz, I'm doing, it's just get busy party music. Then, you know what I'm saying, and about being nice on the mic. And then you talk, and then, and I could be all wrong, but you know what I'm saying, how I perceived it. And then, you know what I'm saying, in 82, you know what I'm saying, you got the message came, and they're talking about something. So now people have new avenue. Okay, shit, we're gonna start writing about, talking about things. So now you can say that avenue created the backpack avenue, because that avenue is a cult. Because what backpack rappers was just rappers that didn't talk about shooting and killing each other, and they talked about the same fucking thing that's going on, but just in a different way. Sometimes more abstract. You know what I'm saying? More abstract, but they talking about what's going on in the community. They from the same fucking community. They just didn't participate in the selling of the fucking crack and the doing of this, but they seeing it, so they're relating it to you in a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? They relating music, but like I said, so the 80s hit though. We coming out the 70s, that creates most of this revolutionary type music, and the artists that's creating this music. But the 80s is in. You know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby. You 80s, I'm kicking fucking crack vibes going to school.
I don't do that.
You understand what I'm saying? So you're talking about 82, 83, 84, 85. This is creating the kids that's writing. They're not writing the same way no more. They're writing based on what the police brutality, what they're seeing going on in the community, and here's the main thing that nobody seems to fucking understand. As much as that music do become the mainstream forefront of music after a while, and I think it's because it became relatable to the people, it was more enjoyable to the fucking white people that were buying the records, who bought the records at the majority.
Yeah, to hear what was going on.
You're right. It was entertaining, because they can't cut. You know what I'm saying? They got into the culture because of the De La Souls and because of the music that was before. But now it's like, oh shit, this is going on, and they could sit there and listen. So now as a business fucking man, you know, I'm a businessman. So what am I gonna do? This shit is moving off the shelf more than this shit. I'm not gonna re-up on this shit. I'm gonna re-up on this. So I'm gonna look for more artists that makes music like this.
No, the question was, and you partly answered, why do the people, as a people, energy-wise, gravitate? You answered
because it's relatable.
It's more relatable. So
at the time.
So what you call it? So why do you think, or why, if you do think, was different types of music more accepted back in the days than now? Right now, all you hear is one type of music. Real talk, there's different type of music if you go look, deep dive. I'm talking about what's promoted, what's on air. Because I mean, like, I'm not fucking a kid. So I remember I have my own experience, so I remember what was on the radio. There's different types of music on the radio. There's different types of music that even if shit I didn't like. I mean, there's different types of
what you talking
kind
about?
Of, even R&B. They're not having an R&B now. There's just either drill or you make Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and it's only two of them. I never know no other artists that's like.
There's a few other.
There's a few other, but I'm talking about popping. Like I said,
but that's because
I didn't have to know.
I explained that to you.
Hold up. I didn't have to know the motherfucking community of their backpacking because I was never really into. I like certain songs from them, but I was never really into that type of music, and I would still know the artists. Like so, I'm pretty sure there's artists now that's doing shit like that, but they're not in the forefront. I don't know them. Only people I know is the drill artists.
Because it's a different. Let me explain.
And the female artists.
Because I explained. First of all, the reason why is it's a lot of things that go into this. I just explained at the end of the day. I'm not gonna re-up on this fucking product if this is making me more fucking money. That's just business. I'm a businessman.
I'm not talking about the business. I'm talking about the people.
The reason. Because you got. All right.
I'm not talking about the business side.
But you have to talk about the business side to understand what.
I said the business. I said I know they push it.
All right, let me explain.
I want you to answer the question.
Right, because I'm not going to re-up on that fucking product, bro. So all I'm going to push to the people is this. I control the radios. I'm the fucking record companies. I control what you fucking listen to. So you're going to hear what I need you to hear because I have this, and this is what makes me my money. So now there may be other artists that make different type of music, and you have to dig a lot harder to hear them because the record company is not going to. The record company is not going to promote that.
I'll get to say so we're going on a tangent because I want to go to other shit. So my question to that is this: do you think if record labels didn't have that agenda and they pushed fucking backpack music or positive music, people will gravitate towards it as much as the negative music?
I'm gonna tell you why. I agree this. I say this. I say everything is in vibrations and frequencies. Digs? So, and I once again, opinion. But everything is in vibration and frequency. That's not an opinion.
Of course.
That's a fact. Now understand this. When the shift in the music happened between 80-something to 90-something, I wasn't into that new shift. I still let Get Busy, Big Daddy Kane, rap music. You understand? But everybody around me, and what I'm hearing now is being played, is that. The more and 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 the more I keep hearing it, the more and more I keep liking it. The more and more I keep hearing it, the more and more I say, well, that ain't that bad. The more and more I say it ain't that bad, the more and more I find a Nas. The more and more I find a Wu-Tang. The more and more I find something that's relatable to me to make me really more get into it. So its frequency changes. The same way when Lil Wayne comes out, I ain't into Wayne. More and more I listen to Wayne, the more and more I be like, damn, this nigga ain't bad. The more and more I keep listening, damn, I'm like, damn, this nigga can rap. The more and more.
So your point is that if they pushed,
mm-hmm. The same reason J. Cole
long enough that
to prove that
the same frequency.
The same reason Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole are the biggest fucking selling artists. The same reason why. They don't make that shit. The music that we talking that you saying.
I also think because they make more universal music. They make music that will touch. Hold on. They make music that will touch street dudes. They make music that will touch females. They make music that will touch the college kid. They make music that will touch the white kid. The white kids might be interested in the gangster music, but they can't understand it. Girls might not always want to hear that shoot 'em up, bang, 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 bang shit. So that drill shit is touching one motherfucking.
Completely agree with you, but that's what
Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, they got the ability because the music they make.
But that's what the tribe. But that's what the tribe.
The style of music.
That's what the tribe called Quest.
But the style of music that don't mean nothing because Tupac did the same thing. He made gangster music.
No.
So the style of music that's not the reason why.
I think Tupac's subject matter is what touched people.
I'm not. Listen. I'm talking about the artists in general.
I am talking about
the artists. Got control of what kind of music they make. So
I understand that.
So my point is this: it's not the backpack or what you call it. Or I agree, everything's freaky. The freaky will change.
Yeah.
But it's not just because it's positive music. My question was: do you think people just want? Basically, do you think people want to hear positive
people
music?
Gonna want to. No, I don't. I just say no. I don't agree with that. I agree. Fucking, you put the music out, people are gonna gravitate to the music that they're gonna fucking naturally feel and like because people didn't always like this shit. The same way when it fucking came out, people was like, that shit ain't fucking real rap music. So no. But the more and more you keep fucking pumping it, the more and more people frequencies will change to that. Like I said, if people were so addicted to that shit, then these niggas, if people were so addicted to that kind of music, then them niggas will be the biggest selling artists. They're not. Because their music only affect one fucking sub-low vibration frequency in a fucking person's body. So a nigga gonna go to so a nigga gonna go to a party and if they in that low beastly mode, that shit gonna be a factor. No, so but on a regular fucking thinking mode, on a regular fucking pleasant vibration frequency mode, people. And I'm not saying me because I like a certain kind of music.
I gravitate like I listen to drill song over. Depending on what
I don't listen to drill music.
No, I'm not saying drill. I'm not talking about like hardcore drill fans. You have to know the people like. I mean, I talk about people like Dirk, when King, rest in peace, King Vaughn, when King Vaughn's live.
But you see, I like King Vaughn's storytelling.
Yeah, King Vaughn's nice. But I'm talking about he's considered a drill rapper. I listen to Pop Smoke. My nigga 5E. I listen to 5E. Like I said, Chef G. And I'm like.
So I think they make good music.
Me also, but I'm like I said, I listen to a lot of the the music, I'm also saying like, damn.
But
even though I know it's negative,
but,
I'll take that over the backpack. But still,
but you know why though?
I still listen to backpack, but I like it. I still like Drake music. I still like J. Cole made me wanna. He's one of the niggas that made me wanna really start rapping seriously.
When you open your door, you're opening your door to the same thing that Pop Smoke was talking about. So once again, it goes back to my first statement: relatable.
I said that, but
relatable. But like when you're talking about vibration and frequency, the normal frequency of any man is the love. You know what I'm saying? So if you give music a love, the man's gonna be attracted to that music.
So, play devil's advocate before we move on. Play devil's advocate. If it was even Stevens, the industry pushes out gangster rap, whether it's drill, whether it's Big, Hove, Woo, or they push out Backpack, whether it's De La Soul, Tribe Quest, motherfucking Kendrick, you know what I mean? J. Cole, you know what I mean? And they push them out the exact same, even. And in your opinion, because we don't know, these are just hypotheticals. There's no way in hell we can really know.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to answer the question already.
In your opinion,
I can answer the question.
Who the people that, with your frequency rebuttal.
I'm going to tell you.
The full question now, they can rebuttal. With your frequency rebuttal, which is true.
I can answer it already.
With your frequency rebuttal, which is true. So, boom, boom, with niggas' frequency is on an even kill. What style of music do you think is
they're going to
gravitate towards?
They're going at that point right there, they're going to gravitate to the music that's the best music. They're going to gravitate naturally to the best music because you just named everything's on the even kill. So they're going to gravitate to the music that's the most appealing and the best music. That's going to be relatable to them that they're feeling at the time. That's going to be the soundtrack to their life. At what point, and depending on what point of their life they're in. When I was growing up in the 80s, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Public Enemy, this is the soundtrack to my life. 90s hit, Nas, Wu-Tang, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, Raekwon, Ghostface, Big Pun, Fat Joe, these people becomes the soundtrack to my life. At different points. Das Effects, Redman, LL Cool J, these people become the soundtrack to my life. And then that's my teenage. I hit my 20s. Dipset, 50 Cent, I'm going clubs right now. These niggas, you know what I'm saying? These niggas become the soundtrack to my life. Even fucking Soulja Boy. These are the music that, I remember I was in the club with that song. I remember when I was doing it. It becomes, so now, all that type of shit. Right, it all depends. All depends. Now, see, for
franchise boys.
So now, you know what I mean? I hit this stage, you know what I mean? I'm going to remember certain things, you know what I mean? Certain J. Cole song, certain Griselda music, you know what I'm saying? Certain Vaughn record, or certain this record. Because these records is the records that I'm listening to, I'm vibing to, as I'm going through my daily routine, as I'm going through my life, as I'm going through my struggles, as I'm trying to find my way, as I'm trying to get $1. You know what I'm saying? As I'm trying to raise my kids. You know what I'm saying? This record is playing. I'm going to remember that as I'm holding my son. Oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? It all depends, but you're going to gravitate to the music that's the best music and appealing if the person is given an opportunity and a shot without somebody saying, well, damn, maybe we should have gave a nigga like Drake a little bit more, another nigga like Drake, because see what he done did? How many times, you know what I'm saying, like, how many hands did Drake get into, you know what I'm saying, before Jay Prince's son said, yo, boy, I gotta listen to this nigga, because nobody could see the potential. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's like, there's a lot more, you know what I mean? But if I'm already making money, this is about money. It's a business. If I'm already making money off of this, I'm not willing to take a chance. Yo, cuz, you understand? Like, this is Dame's fight. If you can't control your culture, how you gonna control what music puts out? You can't control your culture.
Like,
so therefore, the people that's controlling the culture is only controlling the culture for what? $1. So you gonna get a Drake and a Kendrick Lamar and a J. Cole, but that shit ain't gonna be all the time. You gonna keep getting more shoot because it's like that's Gucci versus going every day to the corner store. I'm getting more money from the corner store right now. Yeah, these niggas is selling diamonds and shit like that, but I don't know how many of these niggas is, and I ain't trying to find out. I ain't got no time for artist development. I ain't got time to develop an artist to see how good this nigga is. Yo, word? Damn, that shit got this many views? Get that nigga a deal.
Let me ask you this, man. Like, do you think female rappers like Queen Latifah, MC Light, Roxanne Shante would be as popular now as they was back in the day. I'm not talking about like cause there's no diversity in female rappers, none. The last one I had was Dreezy. That actually kind of did her own thing. That's why she's not here no more. Maybe because she don't try to stick to the status quo. But there's no diversity in female rap. Female rappers.
That's why I like Glorilla. Yeah. She raps hard.
Yeah,
she don't rap like the way most of these female rappers rap.
Her voice is different, but she still kind of come across the same energy.
She don't sell the sex like the rest of them sell
like I
the
said,
sex.
like I said, not kind of. Like, but like I said,
but
there's every rapper, female rapper is basically in the same vein.
But why
hold up, before you go on, I need to answer the question before you go on tangents.
Yeah, I say,
do you think female rappers like I'm saying like Roxanne Shante, Queen Latifah will be as popular now like that? Because you can't name one like that. You can't name one outside the box that's blowing up. Not one right now. So.
I'm saying because it's like to me it was like redundant questions, man. The reason I wouldn't know. Well, how? Because I.
It's an opinion.
No. I'm gonna answer. Because once again, I can't say because the people the people that sell the music is only selling one type of music. The music that they feel they can make money off of.
I'm not talking about what the fuck they doing. I said, do you think if the fucking
given an opportunity,
you think they'll pop?
Given an opportunity to sell, yeah, because I think there's more fucking regular female than hoes.
Dreezy was kind of doing regular female shit.
Yeah, but Dreezy, right? Because she's being pumped by a fucking record company, bro.
She was selling sex.
Right, and so you being pumped by a record company. You're not selling sex like Bobby Shmurda said. I ain't fucking with the record company right now. They put out they put out shit about my music is trash. They put out shit about me being gay. This is the reality. So you're not doing what we want. Why am I pumping that shit? I'm not pumping no Dreezy records. I ain't giving you no more money. You want another advance? Sell your ass.
Like that's a. What the labels do, that's a whole other story. I'm trying to stick with the people. I'm trying to stick with our opinions. I'm trying to stick with our opinions about hip-hop. That's why it's been, if you've been around hip-hop for a long time, I know fucking hip-hop. I've been around hip-hop. So,
I told you what
like I said, so the label's going to do what the label's going to do. But
so then if the label's going to do what the label's going to do and you assign to a label, how you figure that shit's ever going to move?
I'm not fucking talking about the movement, nigga. I'm talking about if they had the opportunity to, we think people will gravitate to them. My thing is no. I don't think they will gravitate to it.
Well, that's an opinion.
It's an opinion. What you said is opinion as well.
Factoid.
So like, if you're looking at the state of the world, instead the way not all women, but most women think the way the energy is, they don't really want to hear that.
I disagree.
I'm not trying to say no woman. I'm talking about percentage-wise. I always talk about the majority and not the minority.
I mean,
the majority is too far gone. I'm not talking about if the world is a fucking piece of. Let me get my cops in. I'll let you talk unequivocally. So like I'm talking about if the world was motherfucking. I'm not talking about if there was a peaceful motherfucking world and everything was canon. I'm talking about the world right now. If a little girl come out with the woman's mindset of I'm getting for this. I'm getting that fuck niggas. I don't want love. Marriage was fucking woman's divorce rate in marriage is 80%. They divorce niggas 80% of the.
I agree with that.
Oh, that's a fact. That's not an opinion. So like
I agree with that.
I'm not trying to. Sometimes I just gonna say a fact. I'm not trying to disagree. But like this is like with this mindset, a woman coming out on some Queen Latifah shit, and they like the girls out now. Don't get it twisted. They lyrically, a lot of them can rap, a lot of them make some hard music. But I'm saying a lot of them does do the same shit. Leotards, popping their ass, talk about sucking dick, talk about this, talk about getting for the money. That's only kind of subject matters. So like if a girl come out on some empowerment shit, with some fucking Creed shit or Roxanne Shante or Bag of this, like what that get it cracking? Like I don't think so. I think through time, like you said, going back to the frequency argument you brought up, I think through time, yeah, because with the frequency, you might get one, it'd be one like Neo. It'd be a one girl that would be cool enough to transcend both. Would be able to bring them bitches in, enough to listen. But that shit gonna take time. Off the rip, hells no. Like these girls don't want to hear that shit. They love it. They're not like, oh my God, I don't like it. They love that hot girl summer shit. They love it. I mean, they love it. And I'm not trying to get at it. They do what they do. Like it just need more variety in this shit. They need more variety because they also have their little camps. They also have their Foxy Browns. They also have their motherfucking
that's what I'm saying.
Dina Howard's that was on some freakier shit. Like, but like still they have variety, man. Like even back then they have variety. Like even
but let me ask you a question. Yeah. Let me ask you. So would you think that the variety came because that's what the people wanted, or you think the variety was there because the record company was pumping it?
I think like I said, I think the variety came because the record labels, they didn't have no stake in nothing. Everybody do them until they
because there was a little. I'm talking about even during the time of a Little Kim and a Foxy Brown. There was still a Missy. There was still an Eve. Eve never sold sex nor to Missy. So therefore, I'm asking, did that variety come because that's what people wanted, or because that's what the record company was pumping?
That's what the record label was pumping. Can I also accept it? Can I also accept it? When the fuck did the record label ever get a memo saying that people stop wanting that?
They didn't. But here's the thing. Listen.
So like,
listen.
Hold on. Go ahead. That's my whole point. That's a whole motherfucking other story because it's an agenda. I'm not talking about let me get my whole point. I'm not talking about their agenda. I'm not talking about their agenda.
No, I'm not talking about the agenda.
Nobody ever said they stopped wanting Missy, stopped wanting Eve, stopped wanting MC. Nobody ever said that.
No.
They made the choice for our agenda. That's a whole other fucking topic for a whole other show. You can be talking about it's gonna be a 2-hour show for no fucking reason.
Bro,
so it's like,
nah, you're absolutely right. But
I'm talking about nobody ever said they stopped wanting that. I know mad people that love Eve. I know mad people that Missy's a fucking legend.
I agree with you.
Right. Nobody said they want to stop wanting that shit.
No, nobody ever.
But now, if you put them in there, I don't think they will gravitate towards them because they frequency is fucked.
I think
they vibrate low. A lot of them.
I agree with you. But I completely 100%. But I think that if you fucking was to have diversity, that the diversity would sell the same way that J. Cole and the Kendrick Lamar sells. And I think they will sell even more, just like the J. Cole's and the Kendrick Lamar sells more. That's what I personally believe, because there's more people of intelligence. That's why the J. Cole's and Kendrick Lamar themselves. Then there's more people. There's more people on that mode. That mode is only now. You're right. This is a topic for a whole nother fucking show, because understanding what you're saying is this. To understand is that you're right. You can't say that the record companies stop pumping it. Boom. What goes on is the frequency change. So what goes on is now back to what
forced frequency change.
No.
They forced it.
No. I won't. Let me explain my point for a minute. Now, even if I don't say they forced it, what goes on is the frequency change of the fact that Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown is more relatable to the girl in the hood trying to come out with a lack of thought, or I could just sell my ass. So now, that creates the artist that's coming up now. I'm gonna write records like that because that shit work. They don't.
No, but like I said, hold up. Of course, there's artists.
So it's the artist.
Of course, the artist.
It's the artist of music writing.
There's people that look up to Eve as well. People that look up to Missy, and they're still trying to come out like that. Going back to your point, they not getting pushed out because they're just on top for another fucking show. So I don't want to keep going back to that
right,
point.
But I said that.
But nobody ever said they stopped one of these female artists or this type of music. Nobody
so what
ever.
Do you think happened?
Well, I told you why I think it happened. That was my question. I told you that's the top for another fucking show. I think it happens exactly what you said.
Right.
I'm talking about. I think even if it wasn't agenda and they said, okay, agenda over, MC Light Cut artists come out. Rod Digger artists come out. Roxy Shante artists come out. I don't think they will. I think over a time they would. But I think when they come out, they will not pop. Because these woman frequencies, most of them, not all of them, the majority of these motherfuckers, especially these hip-hop ones, these club hoppers, man, and that's how you break a lot of records into motherfucking clubs.
Factoid. So you know you have to make club records.
So you have to make club records. A lot of these club records, so the woman in the clubs, the people in the clubs, it's not, the frequency is vibrating too low. So think about it, what? Oh, ladies first. Ladies first. Okay, this is catchy. What the fuck? It's cool. What the fuck? That means Beyonce's cool. It's a singing. It's a whole different type of feel. They want to go to the R&B, want to go to the in their bag. But when you talk about hip hop, they don't want to hear that.
Even Beyonce, her record, like a new record, talking about, you know what I'm saying, about a roll up one, and I'm about to tie it out for the night. Like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? You got like, that's on her new record. You bitch, you got like 4 or 5 fucking kids. You going on 40 years old. What are you making? What are you putting out?
But I mean, said agenda shit, but you know she is doing that. You know she not really
she's
doing
like
that.
She's
doing that to self record. She doing with the fast. She doing.
My point exactly. Agenda.
That's a straight. That's a whole type of another show.
Agenda.
And,
this whole shit could lead to a whole nother topic for a whole nother show.
That'll make her unique. That's what they do to every fucking body. But like, they do that shit to every artist. Every artist, R&B, whatever. They curate what music.
You see, like I said, my problem is not even with that song I took brought up. I don't even care about it. Wouldn't even make no difference to me if that's what you talked about from day one. That's not how you talk from day one.
Or maybe or maybe on look on the other side, maybe she wasn't doing that from day one. Maybe she started doing shit like that now, and that's reflected in her art. That's also could be it as well.
Hold
up,
if
it
you
could
at
be.
40 years old talking about
It could
that,
be.
not for the
It could be. When people
Yeah.
start doing that 40 years old, it's not common, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. So,
Listen.
like, I don't get all that shit. Like I
Tell
said,
me,
what
that
she
nigga
doing?
Jay-Z's moving around again.
What she doing? What she doing is not unique.
That
I mean,
nigga
so it's
moving
gonna be
around again. He's gotta smoke a blunt.
But-
And she's like, I'm about to go thought this nigga out here doing that dumb
But
shit
yo,
again.
alright.
Savon's about to fuck that nigga up again.
And this is a topic I just don't get, man. I really just don't get. And it's based off hip hop. It don't only affect hip hop. It's all over the fucking world. But we're on the hip hop topic, so we're gonna make it run parallel to what I'm talking about. A lot of people or rappers feel the need to take their beef to social media these days. Like when you was growing
I
up,
couldn't understand. I don't know.
I'm just feeling opinions. If you don't got opinion, I'll say my opinion. Like
I don't know. I couldn't even understand that.
Like,
shit.
that's what I'm trying to
know.
say.
I
Especially in
can't
your era
understand
growing
that
up, I was a younger nigga, but I still have them ideals because I looked up to the older niggas. And in your era growing up, and hold up, in your era growing up, and all the time before, y'all don't want to get recorded doing shit. Y'all never tell y'all never tell your girlfriend shit. Y'all don't do that.
I couldn't answer that
Like,
question. I'll let you do it.
Y'all held that shit a lot to the T. So like, why do I feel that people feel the need that rapping
fame.
they call it clout, we call fame. I think that people these days, and a lot of people that's going on thing, people get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. And when I say real, I mean in terms of what they call real is being violent, and I mean just violent. I mean being violent. I mean so like, don't get it twisted because these niggas that's going on motherfucking social media talking that shit. A lot of them, some of them be capping, but a lot of them niggas be really doing the shit they talking about. Just like they say in their music. Like, they really be on that shit. So like for you to even know what kind of guy you are, know what I mean, and to say what you're gonna do or show a gun or do put on any kind of social media and you know, they gotta. I remember one of the last times when I went to the got locked and I was on 6-7 precinct and I saw that they had a whole dedication of fucking cops to the internet. It was only like 5 or 6, but they was all on social media. I remember they was walking us into the fucking thing. And the last time, the other nigga I told you, nigga said, he said something about Donald Trump online, and he came to his crib. He was in a book, and he came to his crib, but saying some shit like, you're gonna kill Donald Trump, or some making some kind of like troll shit online. The niggas actually came to his crib. So knowing all of this, it's not like it's a secret. Knowing all this, and on top of that, you thought being a rapper, whether an upcoming rapper or a famous rapper on top of that. Why the fuck take your beef to social media? No, nigga. It has to be, if my opinion is, if everybody don't know you doing it, it doesn't matter to you niggas no more. Back in the days, I'm not glorifying on this shit, but niggas would catch a hit. And I tell a fucking soul. They could just live with the fact that niggas out of here. But now, if everybody don't know you caught that hit, it's like, it don't mean nothing to them. It's like, so it's like, that's the only thing I can fucking think of, that these niggas got to motherfucking make everybody know that they gangster, or make everybody know they got money, or make everybody know that they balling, or make everybody know that they look good, or they got a fat, what niggas eat. They take pictures of everything they eat. This have to make everybody know the amount of fucking gratification from strangers is insane.
Everybody's looking for love.
Everybody, the gratification, the validation from
just don't
strangers
understand
that comes with social media is insane.
Damn,
And that's one of the things that's hindering me promoting anything. I don't give a fuck about social media. I got social media handles. I promote that. But I don't care. I don't. You know how much times I'm at places that did things have full, and I never felt the need to share it. I'm there. What the fuck I gotta share with y'all niggas for? Like, it's great for business. When people just do that shit forever. People don't use it for business. People just be addicted to that shit. Addicted. Then you put a criminal shit. I saw a fucking video of this fucking white girl. She robbed a bank, and she had cards flipping. I just robbed the bank today. She had shown all the money and shit like that. And the cops end up locking her up like that day after. Like, you robbed the bank and got away with it. So you go online and show everybody you robbed the bank? Like, and to be doing that shit as real niggas, real gangster rappers, man, it's just fucking, it's like, it makes no fucking sense to me. It just really makes no sense to me, bro.
Shit, well, they said it was real gangster rappers. Nobody else did.
I'm talking about gangster, the fact that they doing the shit they say. And that's another thing. Back in the days, a lot of niggas was hood niggas and a lot of niggas did shit. That's okay to twist it. But a lot of these niggas is fiending to do things in the streets to basically rap about. They literally, a lot of niggas is doing the things they saying. Which is incriminating that shit. Like, You never lightly hinting, which I wouldn't do either. But you doing the things you're saying. Not like you're a fake nigga and they could go back and cops, but who's this nigga? I'm talking about fake nigga in regards to being mad violent. I mean, because you don't gotta be no violent psycho fucking path to be no fucking real nigga. Being a real man. I'm about being a man. I ain't no thug. I mean, but if you're a thug and you really on some thug shit, then you talking about it, you give it, and the cops go back, they can find it. Not even some fucking nigga that's not doing it. And you talking about it, and the cops will go back and they see and find it, nothing. So if you really doing it, it just makes no fucking sense to me, bro. So that shit makes no sense to me, bro. Niggas gotta stop doing it. Mad niggas getting locked. The amount of rap, they got a fucking show called Hip Hop Homicide. So much rappers is dying. I haven't watched the episode, but I've been seeing all the promotions on the train and shit. So much rappers is getting fucking murdered that they can make a show about it. Another way to capitalize of niggas' death. They got death clauses in contract, capitalizing on that, capitalizing on this. They got a show about niggas getting killed now. Now they got a show about it. Now they even more invested. They want season 2, season 3, so why keep the rappers dying? That's just too intense. You shouldn't make a show about shit like that. It shouldn't be so much rappers that died. So much rappers died recently, so fucking, it's crazy. P&B Rock, Takeoff, Nipsey Hussle, King Von, Pop Smoke, XXXTentacion. I mean, like, I can't even go through the fucking list. Mac Miller. Like, I can't even go through the list. I can't even go through the fucking list, bro. Like, shit is ridiculous, bro. Now, just not mentioning niggas getting robbed.
Mac Miller ain't homicide.
I know, but it's an overdose. But still, like, I'm just talking about destructive ass motherfucking lifestyles, bro. This shit is crazy. Is rap more violent now than it was back in the days? I hear people talking about that all the time. Like, you got gangster rappers all the fucking time. Like, this ain't nope. I mean, like, a lot of the young niggas, man, y'all niggas the ones that made us want to do this type of shit.
I won't disagree with that.
I disagree with I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead. Is rap? You think rap is the same as violent as back in the days as now? I think rap. If you disagree, you got something to say.
I just think it's violence without a purpose. You know what I mean? I think after a certain point, rap became very violent. You know what I mean? Looking back now, I could say that. But within that violence back then, there was a purpose and an outline and meaning. Mm-hmm. But the thing about that is, you know what I mean?
And it's more artistic, I believe, in my opinion.
No, I think what that is, and being art, is that shit is hardly received. It's like watching a painting on a wall. You know what I'm saying? You could decipher that painting however you want, and everybody gonna perceive it completely differently. So, you know what I mean? Songs about shooting and killing, depending on the mind and the ears, all they hear is shooting and killing. They didn't hear nothing else you said but shooting and killing.
When it comes to Pac, I heard the shooting and killing, but I also heard a lot of other shit he said. But that's what made him up. But a lot of niggas didn't hear that. A lot of niggas just heard the gangster shit.
A lot of rappers still what Pac did, but you're not gonna hear that. And a lot of rappers didn't. A lot of rappers made the violence entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because I could recognize as entertainment, because that shit is nowhere near possible for you to do. You know what I'm saying? I sold so much drugs to send the National Guards to come get me. I know that didn't happen. You know what I mean? But the next nigga listening to it,
yeah, exaggeration.
Yeah, right. But
he saw a lot of drugs. He's just exaggerating.
Me and you may see that.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely.
See, and that's just a small level of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? The violence is, I mean, but the thing about it is, like, the niggas that's violent now, they not successful rappers, though. The niggas that was violent back then were successful rappers. These niggas ain't successful rappers. I don't consider, unless you
viral on 1 or 2
Nah, I don't. Yeah, unless you like NBA YoungBoy.
Durko.
Not Dirk. Dirk is in the end. Dirk is Dirk. I won't call him a real rapper, but Dirk. You know what I
don't say real rapper. I'm talking about an industry rapper.
Yeah, right.
A long time industry rapper.
And NBA YoungBoy got a deal, but he's
he been in the game for a minute too, but
he has a deal, but he's completely got YouTube on lock
Yeah.
with his
Hell yeah,
music.
big time.
So unless you like NBA Youngboy and shit, most of these fucking rappers are not hot. Most of these rappers is just hot on the internet. So I don't really, you know what I mean? That shit don't really do nothing. Because when you really think about like the music that sells, it's Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole, at one point Migos, Lil Baby,
Future.
See what I'm saying? That shit don't sell. So I don't even understand if you want to get money, real money.
And make music.
So I say, why nigga don't make real music? Because that money that you get in, that's what you consider real money. Okay,
Why, that's not the question. Why do you think niggas don't make different? I won't say real music, because
I would say real music.
Any kind of gangster music is real
gangster music is gangster music, but I'll say other than just one
different variations.
Of, yeah.
Why you don't think people make different variations of music anymore, or they don't try to test out their limits? Like majority of these young dudes, even back in the days, they try. You know, they was gangster, they still try.
I'm gonna tell you why. Cause for one thing, most of these if you're gonna talk about internet rappers, right, and they're putting their music out themselves, there's no record label involved, right? That's good, cause it's good for people.
Most of these niggas independent. They just don't want to do it.
Let me finish. I agree. It's a problem with that on both fronts. But that's good, being independent and getting the money and cutting the middleman out. That's a good, beautiful thing. That's where they're smart at. The thing is, even when the record company, right? So now, even if the record company now comes to them, which most likely they will, and get them a deal, the record company give them a deal, the record company is not going to do what the record company used to do before. Because they got a strong following on the internet, they just going to get them a deal and let them make the music they've been making. But here's the thing. There's no artist development. Yeah. See, without artist development, you don't get what you're saying. Without artist development, and without you able to sit down with an artist and be like, yo, son, try this song. Yo, try this. Yo, make a song with this person. Without that, you get what you get. There's no more artist development on record companies, and a person putting out music independently won't understand how the artists develop themselves. Because
not all of them,
some, but that's going to come. That's not happening at 20 years old or 18. No. I can tell you that right now. No, that didn't happen with Nas. Nas had the ability to sit down with good fucking producers. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So right. And you know what I mean? Nas had when Nas did music, there was artist development.
But he came in pretty sharp.
But like I said, when Nas did music, there was artist development.
But still, it's
you know what I'm saying? You're talking about from Nas putting out his first album in 93.
We're still talking about the majority anyway.
Yeah, but like I said, you put out your album in 93, 94. He was doing this for 1991. So that's a 3-year span before that first album even come out. So it's a long time for him to even develop who he is. From I'm waiting for Automatic Guns and Nuns to, you know what I'm saying, to One Love. But same as Biggie. But look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's Mary Jane and the damn thing changed. Dope. Flow, vibration, frequency, and party and bullshit to what Big becomes when he start doing One More Chance, Get Money, and what that, you know what I'm saying, the greatness on life after death. You know what I'm saying? So you say like take King Von. Imagine what King Von could have been like if he sat down with somebody who'd be like, yo son, why don't you alright, cool. Make this record. Try this with your skills. You understand what I'm saying? But I think that's what's lacking. Ain't no artist development. And you know what I mean? Because the record companies is like, okay, they just gonna run with the fact that you got yourself hot, and they're gonna put you out and keep doing what you're doing.
That's what they do now. I don't
it's
think
rare when you get.
I don't think DJs break artists no more. I don't think it's all no artist development.
Yeah,
I think
rare.
those parts of the hip hop is dead also.
Because that's gonna be rare where you're gonna get a fucking Kodak Black, or where you gonna get Amigos, or you understand? If you understand what I'm saying, where you gonna get a Drake, we gonna get a J. Cole, who where what you said. I ain't gonna say development. Who could sit there and be like, know the direction of where they want to go with their music.
Though. You're talking about the majority don't know. So
right? You know what I mean? It's rare where you're going to get natural, pure talent. Where they're going to be like, yo, I know where I'm going with my music. I know exactly what I want this shit to sound like. And be able to carve that niche and stay on it no matter what. Even if this is what's popping at the time. I know Wayne popping at the time, and I'm signing Wayne. But I'm going to crack this music out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna feel me. I'm Drake. Y'all gonna feel me. And I'm gonna keep doing my music, my music, my music, my music, my music. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with fucking Cole. Same thing with Kendrick Lamar. Them niggas don't stop doing dumb. And the irony of what you see, here's the thing. The problem with music is not that the artist is one-dimensional. Because I'll be fucking honest with you. All of them are. They're maybe not where one-dimensional rapper I could say they could be is Tupac and maybe Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that maybe Nas is so fucking creative.
I think the greats is the greats for a reason. Like I said,
but no.
Like everybody's gonna have their signature. It's the way it's like the way you sign your name.
Yeah.
But the greats, in my opinion, was able to put me in different modes, different energies, different experiences, and different. That's what Drake is able to do. That's what Kendrick Lamar, not for me, but that's what Kendrick Lamar is able to do for certain people. That's what early J. Cole is able to do for me. That's what J. Cole now is able to do for certain people. That's why they're considered greats. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like, whether they got a signature, because so do Kendrick Lamar, so do J. Cole, but them niggas is they definitely could do different things. They definitely could step outside the box and do different things. I mean, even though they got a certain signature, which everybody does, you can't help that. You got a certain sound. You got a certain.
They do more than the average.
Of course, that's what makes. Of course, that's what makes them above average.
Yeah, because they do more than the average.
That makes them above average.
I agree with that.
Some people can't even do the average good enough. They do just enough to go. Some people live off image, which is fucking crazy.
But I'm not. See, one thing I ain't gonna never, because I look at it like this. I don't never argue like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I love this. I love music. I love hip hop. I love the culture. I love rap. So like for me, like no matter give it up to anybody at this point. No make a difference if I'm into the music or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the music is subjected to being relatable for one, and hip hop is like one of the few music, whether or not this is a forcible agenda, whether or not it's just the body, the spirit that embodies the music, but it's a music that's made for the youth. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it came about, and that's what it is now. Whether or not the people who pump the music don't say, you know what I mean? Because that's like a topic for another show. Whether or not the people who pump the music is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna keep pumping it to you. I don't give a fuck. But I believe that the music is a youth movement. In hip hop, you got your certain amount of time, and that when that time gets to that point,
everything. One can argue everything's a youth movement.
I mean, with sports, only because of the body. Yeah, because if you could physically keep doing it, you'll be still in mind. Case in point, Tom Brady, except for like this season, case in point, Tom Brady. As long as you can keep doing it, you're going to get a man.
But eventually, Father Time always wins. And whatever fast you want to put it at.
But I don't think Father Time wins with music. I think a new sound comes in.
But I say Father Time. Father Time don't only mean physical. Father Time could mean your time of light. Your spiritual. Your time of light. I mean, that's what the amount of time
I could go with that. I could go with that.
And anything you do, you only got about a certain. You got a moment.
You know what I mean?
You got moments.
But the thing, what I'm saying though, but I could go with what you're saying. I completely agree with that. The only difference is in any other genre of music, the elder statements and the elder statement. I don't know if I'm saying correctly. Statesman. There you go. Thank you. Is usually cherished and upheld. That doesn't happen in hip hop music.
Not at all.
The only reason,
country, rock, blues.
the only person who is redefining that to me right now is Nas, because he's putting out great music, and like Jay-Z is revered because of his business acumen, and who Jay-Z is. Because business-wise and money, not and I'm not.
But
let me finish.
but he said
No. Let me finish.
444 I would say. That's why
Let me finish. I'm not saying that. Let me finish my statement. Not taking nothing away from Son's lyrical ability.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
His fire, because that nigga, you know me. Come on, you know, nigga. Hov was one of my favorite niggas. You know that. You know what I'm saying? So not taking nothing away from that. You know what I'm saying? But like, but you know what I mean? Like people like Hov. People like Nas, people like 50, Kane, all of these niggas, even Cam, even down to Dipset, G-Unit as a whole. These niggas, all of these niggas should be like, they should be fucking on tour like how the Rolling Stones and niggas like that. Because these niggas is the new modern day motherfucking rock stars, nigga. Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
So that's
what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Aerosmith's before when he was like 60.
Nigga, them niggas need that. Even though that shit be some wild shit, hearing a bunch of 50-year-old niggas talking about boom, 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 shooting, gun. That's the thing about our music.
Talk about, fucking,
yeah, but it's still a song.
What's that nigga name? Ozzy Osbourne was talking about Welcome to the Jungle. He's like 70 years old and he barely can fucking move. Welcome to what fucking jungle, nigga?
But what the song is about, it ain't about.
Exactly.
You know, but Welcome to the Jungle, there's a meaning behind the record, and that ain't a negative conjecture. Yo, I was on the block, shot a nigga. You really want to see a 60-year-old nigga doing that? I ain't gonna lie. But that's why 80 rappers win to me.
Yeah.
You know why 80 rappers win?
Big Daddy Kane, niggas.
Yo, you know why? Because they could still perform their fucking material. It's just music. It's not a niche.
It's not topic based.
And no, it's not a niche. The niche was gangster rap. Dig? It's hard for a nigga to talk about gunning a nigga down when he gets to 60. That was a niche. After a certain point, you can't really write about that shit no more, nor can you really, know what I'm saying? But Slick Rick could still do Teenage Love. Slick Rick could still do, know what I'm saying, all the records. Not saying that I wouldn't go to a
Ghostface,
a Ghostface and Raekwon show.
Math,
right. But when I hit 65, I don't know if I don't think I'm trying to hear Ghostface and Raekwon do that, but I was listening to Nas do Rewind. I was listening to Nas do I Gave You Power.
At some point, it would be subjective. I don't know if I would be in that vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't think they would.
But I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think they would be either. But
I agree. I don't think they would either. But I ain't gonna lie. At 65, you're going to still want to listen to Welcome to the Jungle. That shit is a fucking banging record.
Like I said, and on top of that, and like I said, it got meaning behind it, just like Big Daddy Kane and shit like that. He's saying things within his rhymes. But it's just music. It's not topic
That's
based.
what I'm talking about. Welcome to the Jungle is just music.
But it's not topic.
It's not like Harold Manson at 70 talking about ripping heads off and all kinds of shit. Nigga, where you going to perform that at?
Yeah, he has
that's not, that's subjective. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Then, Etta James singing At Last.
Yeah.
Well, the Gina Howard gonna be like 65? Well, 65 years old. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. You
like I can never perform. Put it in your mouth for like what, 55, 60.
There's people want to see Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj is one of the dirtiest, if not the dirtiest female artists ever.
But I ain't gonna lie. Her records is mad as female and about relationships.
I'm talking about maybe her.
But the way she dresses now, she can't do that when she get old. But her records itself are mad. Her records itself is mad. They mad girly records.
Megan Thee Stallion, Iggy Azalea, Cardi B. I ain't gonna hear any bitch talk about WAP, my wet ass pussy.
Well, that song she can't perform.
Nigga, what song can Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B perform?
No, but Cardi could still perform that her biggest record. I like it like that.
So, every season she would perform one record going on over fucking.
Well, yo, listen.
I like it like that.
Yo, then you can make a whole career for that.
Make them come, make them last, make them splash. Some shit like that, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, there's some shit like that. So it's like, bro, like I mean, I don't know, man.
Like, but I said it. Hey, nigga, I said all that shit. After a certain point,
I agree.
That's what I said. What I said.
It's a true point.
That's what I said. That's what I said. When you asked me before about the violence in the music, that's what I said. You know what? It may be violence without purpose now, but it's always been violence because that's what I said. It's hard for a nigga to talk about, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Rest in peace, Prodigy. At fucking like 65, talking about you a shook one, son. You're like, you know that nigga like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? These records are very subjective records, even though the song had a meaning. It had a meaning behind it, but it's like very subjective, B.
And bring it back up the question, because we're about to wrap it up. Bring back up the question of, do I think rap is more violent? I think rap is more violent now, because I think purposely people do things in the streets and go play in their music. And I think a lot of it is like street beef, but yeah, I'm gonna kill this thing and I'm gonna make a song about it. It'll be fire. It'll go viral. I think that kind of motivation and that kind of initiative added behind it is kind of amplifying the extreme violence. There's always violence. Niggas get stuck up, probably stabbed, punched, jumped, shot too once sometimes, but niggas just getting shot left and right now. Left and fucking right.
You talking about in the music, not in the streets.
Yeah, I'm talking about, but the music in the streets translates. That's the whole show.
Well,
the music in the streets translates. It goes hand in hand.
But
I mean, that's what the fuck is going on now. Like literally.
You said in the music.
Yeah, but I said I'm talking about.
If it's more violent in the music.
I know. I said, do you think rap is more violent now than?
Yeah,
that's
rap,
the question.
music.
I never said music.
I said,
is rap more violent now?
But wouldn't rap be the fucking music though? Rap is the music.
Yeah, but rap is the music. But
rap
like
is
I said,
the music. So that's.
I still think it's a little more violent now because
I'm not gonna argue with you on that
it's
point.
Still more,
I'm just saying,
it's still more artistic. Either way, I still think it's more violent in the streets. I still think it's more violent artistically. But this is we're gonna wrap this shit up because I know this has been going probably a little longer. But it was a good conversation, so I don't want to cut it off. And this shit is just real, man. I love hip hop. I love all kind of music. I mean, I just want to see different variations. I just want to see you niggas stop getting killed. I'm like, for real, that shit is getting ridiculous. But what I never do, I mean, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I always forget to say that I'm new at this shit. I mean, but like, share, and subscribe. Like I always said I'm gonna do.
If you like it, share it, subscribe.
And first of all, it's free. Like niggas say, it's free, man. Just subscribe, or if you don't have to like it, just subscribe and just get notifications and just. I mean, I don't like it if you watch it.
And if you don't like it,
dub it.
I don't give a fuck.